Do you want to know what is leadership paradox? Do you want to know what is the relationship between leadership paradox and creative thinking skills? If yes, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Dickson, and today in this video I want to talk to you about leadership paradox and also want to talk to you about creative thinking skills. And specifically, I'm going to share with you what McDonald's and Coca Cola are teaching us about paradoxical leadership. Okay, so why understanding today's content is important to you? Because increasingly our business world is changing fast and we need a leader that can handle paradox. So what exactly is leadership paradox, or what exactly is about paradoxical leadership? You will find it out shortly. Okay, so let me share with you about what is paradoxical leadership. Right? A lot of people ask me, hey Dickson, you talk about future work, you talk about leadership, you talk about creative thinking skills. So what is paradoxical leadership? Right? So to me, paradoxical leadership means a leader that can handle paradox. Right? A leader that can handle paradox. Right? So to me, that is paradoxical leadership. Right? So what exactly is a paradox? Right? So a paradox, basically, it is something contradicting and yet interrelated element. Right? A paradox is something contradicting yet interrelated element. So for example, right, how can this be applied in the leadership space? So for example, as a leader, you need to, on one hand, you need to handle growth. On the other hand, you also need to maintain the stability of the team. Right? So these two things, change and stability, contradicting, but yet it is kind of like related. Right? So without a stabilized team, you can't drive change, and without change, you can't reach to the new stability. Right? So that is a paradox. Another example, is as a leader, you need to give your team autonomy. At the same time, you need to hold the team accountable. Right? That means on one hand, you need to give freedom, you need to give autonomy to the team. On the other hand, you also need to monitor the team progress. Right? So that is another paradox. So what does that mean, to you as a leader? Right? What can you do as a next step? How can you handle this leadership paradox better? And how can you develop paradoxical leadership? There are two things you can do. Right? Number one is you need to shift from my mindset from this either or mindset to both and mindset. To shift from either or mindset to both and mindset. Right? So for example, as a leader, when you are facing a dilemma, you are not too sure whether you should go for change or you should go for stability. Right? So in the past, you will tend to make a decision. Oh, let's go for growth, or let's go for the status quo. Right? So you will make a decision either or, either A or B. Right? In the new approach, under this paradoxical leadership, you should be doing both, both and. You should pursue this growth at the same time, you should pursue this stability. Right? So this is about shifting from either or to both and. Then another thing that you can do as a leader in this paradoxical leadership is embrace some creative thinking skill, from McDonald's and Coca Cola. Right? I call it the creativity by combination. Right? Creativity by combination. That means A plus B equals C. Right? A plus B equals C. So for example, if you are in Coca Cola, so typically how Coca Cola keep on innovating is they use this innovation through combination, creativity through combination. It is about combining cherry with Coke. Then they have a new product called Cherry Coke. Right? So A is cherry, B is Coke, then you have C, Cherry Coke. Another example from McDonald's. McDonald's, they keep on having new products, so they combine A, Kit Kat, and B, ice cream. Right? So they have A Kit Kat, B ice cream combined, they have like Kit Kat McFlurry, right? So it is how McDonald's, right, come up with new product, right, by employing this like creative thinking skills, right, called creativity through combination. Right? So so I hope this video is something useful to you. To recap, okay, what are the two things you need to do if you want to develop paradoxical leadership? Number one is to shift from either or mindset to both and mindset. Number two, you can learn from McDonald's and Coca Cola in terms of the creative thinking skills, which is about using the creativity through combination or innovation through combination. A plus B equal to C. So once again, this is Dickson. If you like this video, share with your friends and colleagues. Embrace leadership paradox. Embrace paradoxical leadership. Cheers.